Right, can you say hello?
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to our day. Look how desperate this girl is to be with me. What's that one? So, what? What? I don't know where the grabber is. Soph and I, Dixie, no thank you. Well, stop taking it so I can play with you, you twat. Whew. So, we have just been in the garden for about 2 hours working on Gizmo's home, and whew, it's starting to come together. I did write, we had a checklist. We've just managed to tick 3 things off of that checklist. I finished altering the stable doors. Soph has cut and stuck the back wall on. So it's literally now a 4-walled home. So that's progress. And obviously having the doors working now is progress. Because before it would get really stuck. And then what I've also done is put some plastic around the edge of the door, and also along the inside, because it's got a Z piece to hold. I'll put a picture in here of what I'm on about, but basically it's a Z and it basically holds all the door together. It's how you make a door. There's a bit at the bottom, obviously with the Z being stuck on the inside, it's wood that's stuck out, and I know for sure he is going to eat it. So instead of him making a hole through his door, making himself a little rabbit flap, like a cat flap but for rabbits, I figured I'll just put some plastic over there because that's the safer option so that he doesn't escape. Whew. So that is great. That's massive progress. I'm really happy with it. It was drizzling when we first went out, and Sophie was like, oh my god, we've got electrics. And I was like, just put it in a bag, it'll be fine. It's better than it being blaring hot. And after about half an hour, the drizzling just stopped anyway. But yeah, I'm so pleased that we had managed to make headway on it. I didn't think I'd be able to do it. I wanted to do it yesterday, but 2 days ago, my knee was dislocated for a good 6 hours. And I was in agony. I'd had morphine, I had Oromorph, I had CBD, and it only took the edge off of it. But thankfully, one good bonus is it completely knocked me out. So I got a good few hours of sleep, considering for the last God knows how long I've not slept for a lot. And this is one thing I love about having my NIV at home, is that I can have extra pain relief without the worry that it would affect my breathing too much, because I'm on the artificial ventilator, which helps me breathe anyway. So the pain has been not too bad today, so we thought we'll give it a go, and we achieved some good stuff. I'm quite proud of us. Whew. So the main things we've got to do now is there is a small gap at the top of the back wall. We need to kind of put a piece on the inside to marry it up a little bit. We needed to attach the lino that's in there on the walls a little bit better. I mean, it's secure, but I would prefer it better, and so said the same. What else is it? Oh, and then I just need to install the security camera, and that's really the main things. Then there's like the little things of just like creating a little maze with boxes for him, and installing the bottle holder, which I can't do until obviously we're near on about to transfer him over because obviously he needs his bottle in his current home. And what else is there? Oh, we need to put some more felt on the roof because there's a little bit that came off in the storm we had over winter time. We need to put the rug in. And then I want to do some like board and buster bits. I've saved up some toilet roll holders, and a few boxes that I'm gonna make like super adventurous for him. And the last, very last thing that we are then gonna do is the day that we transfer him, I'm gonna use one of the doors that's on his current hutch, and I'm gonna take that one of them off, which has got the chicken wire, and I'm gonna install that on the top half of the stable door, so that during the day we open up the top half of the door, swing round the chicken wire one, and then he's got like a nice bit of breeze and sunlight and yeah, all good things. But obviously that's the very last thing because we can't take it off beforehand, otherwise he's going to escape from his current hutch. So yeah, it's been quite full on, but I'm quite proud of us. A little while ago we had a text from our housing association saying they were coming around to sort the mould out that we had in our kitchen pre-lockdown. It was this weird ass mould. It was white and fluffy and was growing literally like 3D on our wall. And we had them booked, and then obviously we went into lockdown, and it wasn't safe for anyone to come in the house then. So it got put off, and then I had a text last week saying that they were coming out today. So I emailed them and said, look, we don't need it doing anymore because obviously we had to clear it because mould in my lungs, not really the best. So we sorted it. So I emailed them and I didn't have a response. So on Monday I rung them to clarify that they had received the email and that we didn't need to like have anybody out anymore. And they said, yeah, it's all fine. It's been taken off of the task list. It's been marked as complete and everything's sorted. And then I had a text this morning saying that they were going to be coming out between 8 and 4 or something like that. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's just like a generic text. They've just forgot to take it off the system. Perfect. And then about half an hour later, I had a mobile ring me, and I was like, who's ringing me from a mobile? So I always answer them. And it was our housing association saying about a time that he was going to be coming out. And I was like, really? I have literally communicated twice now that we don't need you to come out. So I said, it's like, it's your lucky day. You get to go home earlier. And he chuckled at that and was quite happy. Look at Pickle in her. And this is why we have fluff everywhere. I thought I got caught then. Oh, I did. Oops. She's got a white moustache and a white beard. Fly. Oh crap. I said the word. Did I say the word? Yeah? Did I say the word? I'm sorry. But you are gorgeous right now. Are you gorgeous? Can I get this off your face a minute? Come here. Come here a minute. Good girl. And then there's this little gorgeous one. Back to it. So yeah, that's been our day basically. I'm now going to get on. I think I've got like 4 more bows that I want to make, and then I can put them all up for sale. And then the next thing is I'm moving on to is the baby mobile that a friend of mine has asked if I could make for them. So that is my next task. That's kind of cute. And another cute one. So we'll see how the rest of the day goes. She's so funny. So, We just came in from doing Gizmo's home, and I saw that our Angel Bears had been live, and I started watching it, and then Soph came in and she heard it as well, so we watched it together. And to say we are fuming is an understatement. Somebody's past comment basically saying they're not doing enough, or what they do isn't good enough, or they don't ever see them doing what they're saying they're doing. That's the gist that we can get from it. Obviously we don't know the exact thing that was said to them, but the fact that somebody has even said that is just awful. For those that don't know, our Angel Bears is an amazing non-profit that they don't do anything for them to get money. They take donations, they take, like, some people like knit stuff, like I make stuff to send in, other people send them in stuff, and like with my Walking on Rainbows page, I donate 20% of every purchase to them, and basically they support families that have lost a baby from any point of conception, whether it was 5-6 weeks, or whether it was 40 weeks, or whether it was a baby in the NICU, or a baby that just happened to die at home. And we've known them, I think, since we lost River.
Yeah.
Which is a good few years. And we don't follow them, and we don't support them, and we don't whatever else to get things from them. We never went into it to get materialistic stuff for them. They sent us stuff, and that was a bonus. The little frames that we've got here for Skye, River and Quinn, they are filled with materialistic stuff that we got sent from our Angel Bears. And that was literally, like I said, a bonus. What we treasure the most from them is the fact they are there for us 24/7. If we need to message them, they are there for us. If we need to talk, they are there for us. And it's those sort of things that actually what support us the most, because unless you're part of this club, which nobody wants to be like part of, you don't know what it's like to lose a child. The only people to know is those that have also lost a child, and everybody that like runs our Angel Bears, all of them have lost a child. So to be told that they're not doing enough, or they don't support enough, or whatever else,
It's a slap in the face, really.
yeah. The live that we just watched, one of the things that was said was, do they need to take pictures of what they send to the hospital? No, you don't. They don't need to prove anything. If you see what goes on the page, and you see what they talk about and they post, and just the responses of what other families have been through, and they've posted on there as well, you can see that they go above and beyond. They would not have 42,000 followers on their Facebook page if they did not do something, if they did not support families that have lost a baby. You don't just get followers because you look pretty. You need to actually be doing stuff and have an impact on somebody's life for them to actually want to follow you. And I think it's absolutely disgusting that somebody has turned around and said that they're not doing enough. I mean, I'm shocked. Even the posts that they do like every day, there's like a lot of the time they're pictures with words on, but those words mean a lot. I mean, I share so many of the pictures that they share, and it helped. Like when you post it to your Facebook, a lot of the time people then comment on them as well, and then people just like see how we're doing, and they want to know about Skye, River and Quinn, and they ask questions, and that means more than anything over something materialistic in my hands.
Yeah.
Nothing given to us is gonna mean more than what our babies did to us.
That being said, they do provide people with things that can make such a big difference.
Like with our frames, we would not be able to make our frames, our memorial frames for our babies, without our angel bears. And we had stuff for Skye and River, and then when we lost Quinn, we wanted the same stuff to go in Quinn's frame. We didn't want Quinn's frame to be any different from Skye and River's. So when we contacted them and said, by chance, do you have any more of this that, like, we could possibly purchase or give a donation to be able to fill Quinn's frame, they did everything in their power to get the stuff to make it as identical as possible. And where they couldn't, they replaced everything. They gave us 3 of something new. And I know that they donate boxes in memory of other babies. We've had boxes donated in Skye, River and Quinn's memory. And when I got given a screenshot of the mum who received stuff in memory of our babies, it meant so much to know that these new people that have lost a child can feel comfort in knowing that they're not alone, and that they now have stuff to help them. They give out bears so that you can hold something when you no longer have your baby to hold. They give out bracelets. I mean, I've got one here about being an angel mum, and it's these little things that mean a lot. And to say that they don't do enough, how much more do you want somebody to do? They can't bring your baby back, but they can comfort you with words and messages and pictures and things to hold and things to be able to have as a talking piece.
And they can help make you feel less alone in what you're going through.
Yeah.
So that you know that you... That was good food. So that you know that you're not the only one going through these really hard times. I'm sorry that it took so long for that to come out. I was like going wild in the tent, and it's very distracting.
It's just... I want our angel bears to know that you do above and beyond what anybody even asks of you. I mean, you don't have to give out these boxes. You don't have to message people. You don't have to put up pictures daily. You don't have to support anybody. But you do that. You go out of your way to help others, which no doubt is triggering for you.
Yeah. Because
it's gonna bring back memories of your loss, where every time you talk about your baby to somebody else, there's some things that you might not want to remember, but you will remember because you're gonna bring it up every time you talk to people. And I just think it's wrong, Alba. I just think it's wrong that somebody can turn around and say that they're not doing enough.
Yeah.
What more do you want somebody to do? And I think it's absolutely disgusting that somebody has said this. If you think that, keep your words to yourself and just leave. You don't need to make anybody else feel shit just because you have an opinion. And it's literally, I'm so mad because everybody that we've spoke to in our Angel Bears, and all the mums and dads that are on the page now as well, everybody's been supportive, and it's, like I said, it's not a club that we want to be part of, but unfortunately we are part of it, so we need to make the most of the support networks that we can find.
Yeah.
And our Angel Bears have been the biggest support network that we have ever had.
The biggest and the best.
I don't know what we would have done if we didn't have our Angel Bears, because before we spoke to anybody in our family or any of our friends, we spoke to our Angel Bears first, and they helped us, and they allowed us to know that it's okay to talk about our babies, it's okay to acknowledge them, and they've given us the confidence to be able to talk about them, which otherwise Soph and I would just be sat at home talking about it between the two of us. And I'm just thankful that they even exist.
Yeah, definitely.
Because, like I said, we would be lost without them. So everybody on the Our Angel Bears team, you need to realise that this person clearly has an issue, and you do amazing things, and you don't need to prove anything to us. Those that actually care, they see what goes on, and they know that you put your heart and soul into it, and yeah, you're just amazing.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to let you know, and Soph wanted to let you know. So if you're that person and you're watching this, just get up and leave. Just keep your nasty comments to yourself. There's enough hate in the world. We don't need more hate given to people that are struggling with such an awful thing, because it's not needed. So just spread love, not hate, with Alba's ears.
I'm concerned.
Yeah. So just be nice, please. And we love you, our Angel Bears.
I do.
You're amazing.